Hello, this is William with Believe Unlimited. Today we're going to explore a concept that I was shared by a friend. I'm going to read it just so I get the gist of it. So a relationship is kind of failing. Let's see, they're more like buddies than lovers. So the relationship and the intentions, can they turn that around? Or once the feeling is gone, is it gone? Can he set his intention to change another person's feelings? Or is it more about strengthening the relationship? Is there hope? So though that's a deep subject and a really cool place to start. And from my experience, what I find is we can influence others if they care enough about us to put value in what we're sharing. We can have influence, but we can't really change what they're thinking or how they're thinking. When someone is in a place of, where things are getting stagnant and they're not excited about the relationship anymore, we can't actually change how they feel. The only thing we can do is to look at how we're showing up in the relationship. What are we doing in the relationship as far as, are we showing up authentic and true to ourselves? Are we being real about how we are being present? Are we listening? Are we, and listening is, there's listening and then there's listening. So obviously, do we engage the person? Do we listen to what they're saying and then repeat it in a capsulation back to them with a confirmation? Somebody shares with you, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of bored, I'm just, the excitement's gone. And we repeat it and we say, so what I hear you saying, if I'm hearing you correctly, is that you've lost the zeal, the excitement around our relationship. And confirming, and from that point, we open channels of communication to actually find out what is going on and what we can do. And what we may find out is sometimes people just move on. And at that point, it's just the most blessed thing we can do is to release them. And it doesn't have to be painful. When we release them from the place of, I'm okay, you're okay, and we don't need to continue doing this if it's not working for one or the other. It comes back to really authentically being yourself and expressing love and appreciation for somebody else. It doesn't require reciprocation. It doesn't require somebody else to love us back when we're being authentic, when we're being true. It's nice. It's beautiful when we express our love and appreciation for somebody and they love and appreciate us back. That's beautiful. But the actual motion of sharing love and appreciation for somebody does not have a requirement of them giving back. And it really shouldn't. And what we most times miss is the love and appreciation they are sharing back is different than what we are hoping to receive, what we're expecting in receiving. And that's the difference. It's like someone giving you a gift, and it's this beautifully wrapped gift. It's gorgeous. It's got this the sparkly paper on the top, and it's red, and it's got a yellow a ribbon wrapped around it with a bright yellow ribbon on top and a beautiful blue card, the contrasting colors, it just pops out. And immediately we're disappointed because we don't like red. And we get disappointed because the package they gave us was red. And if they had really cared about us, they know my color is blue. Well, they were giving us a gift. And we immediately recognize the gift is not what we want. And we refuse the gift before we even open it because we don't like the package it's coming in. And that's how having a relationship with somebody is we have to be in tune to what they're giving, and then without rejecting it, determine whether that is what we desire in our experience. If it is, we graciously accept it and rejoice in it. If it's not, then we have to ask ourselves the question, if that's not what I want, then what do I want? And can this person bring that to me? And if the answer is no, or if the answer is I don't know, which a lot of times the answer is I don't know, because we don't really want to look at ourselves and ask the true question. Are we experiencing in this relationship what we truly want? And are we open and honest about what we're receiving? And maybe what we're receiving isn't enough, but it's all the person that we're with can give. And if it's all they can give and it's truly not enough for our experience, then it's time to release and allow them to have an experience with somebody that their gift is enough. And if your gift isn't enough for them, by all means, let them go. If you're loving someone with all you've got and they're not responding, then what you're giving isn't in their package of what they want. You can start a dialogue, you can have a discussion, you can see if there's something you can work out. The love languages are that's a fantastic book to help you communicate and navigate things like this. But you have to be honest. If what you're giving to somebody isn't what they're desiring, and you're giving all you can give, it's not about you're not enough. It's about what they desire isn't a match with what you're giving. So when do you stop? Now? When do you keep going? When you express where you're at and they respond and you dialogue and you have I'd really like when I come home from work that you stop what you're doing and you take some time to acknowledge me rather than coming straight in and going right to the shower, or whether you come straight in and go right to the fridge and grab a beer, or whatever your action is that you do every time you come home. Have a dialogue and see if there's something that you could add to your daily routine that could make a difference in letting that person know that you care, that you're actually sharing your best with them, and tweak it and improve it. Because there is no right way or wrong way to have a relationship. There is only the best way you can have a relationship with the person you're with. And when it's not working, we let it go. And we bless them. We don't let it fester until it's an explosion and we fight and then we destroy all the good that we had in the relationship. Because nobody enters a relationship hoping that it ends miserably. That's not human nature. Some people do enter relationships not caring, but nobody starts a relationship so that they can just destroy it and make a mess. Most of us go into a relationship with the best of intentions. And along the way, we allow life to get in the way. We allow situations and things that happened, and they got drunk and they were angry, or they had a situation where somebody did something and it's a reaction. And then we focus on the reactions and we forget what they brought into our experience and what we've learned and grown through because of what we've experienced. And when we appreciate all that we've experienced, there's no hard days. There's challenging days. There's days that are stretch our capacity to understand, to experience. But when we appreciate all experiences, and we appreciate that everything that this person has done is at the best of their ability, where they're at, and if they don't want to grow, we let them go. I'm gonna catchphrase that. If they don't want to grow, we let them go. Peacefully, with harmony, and we allow them to find what they're looking for, because if it's not us, we release. That is the basis on how we work in healthy relationships. How easy is that? It's going to take everything you got to work through all of this. It's going to take every amount of patience. It's going to take every amount of focus. It's going to take every bit of intention and hoping that you're doing the best to communicate. It's going to take all of your communication skills. And it's about learning and growing. And if you can keep the growth between you and that person together, working together, it'll work. And it doesn't mean it have to be good all the time. It just means that there has to be acknowledgement and growth. Acknowledgement when something's not going right, when something doesn't feel right. It has to be acknowledgement from both sides that this is outside of what I expect. And from the other person has to be, I understand where you're coming from, and this is where I'm at. And we work together. And I'm not saying this is how relationship works and that's it and you win, and it's not that simple. It's about how you show up in your relationship and how you show up to support that person and how they support you. And is that working? And when it's working, it's beautiful. And when it's not working, it's hard. And sometimes good things aren't worth going through some hard stuff for. And when it gets hard, it's not time to give up. It's time to step up. And it's time to grow and learn about how you can communicate how you feel, and is it enough for that person? Are they recognizing, are they even seeing that you gave them a gift? And if you gave them a gift, is it the right color? And are they so hung up on the color that they can't see the gift you're giving? So it's about being true to you. And always remember, you are the most important person in your life, and you are the only person you will be with for the rest of your life. You will be there every day for the rest of your life. Others will come and go in your experience. So make the best of the experiences you have with others. Lean into your relationships, do the best you can, and know that there is no failure. Because even when we fail, if we're open to learning and growing, we're winning. because this journey is about an individual journey. It's not about the relationship. It's about your relationship with you and being authentic and true to you, and you will find your strength. And when you are authentic and true to yourself, you are in a far greater place to be true and authentic with another person. And two authentic people who are completely focused on what they need and what they do for themselves will actually share more with each other than those that are always worried about what the other person thinks and always doing things for the other person, because that can breed resentment. It can breed, I did everything for them, but they don't love me. We have to be true to ourselves. And true to ourselves does not include anyone else until we are feeling healthy and grounded in ourselves. That's when we have true relationships. And we can love without need of return. But we are open and accepting when we receive love. I hope that helps. I hope there's value in that to someone. And I hope that is you. So I want you to remember, you are awesome. So you stay awesome. We'll see you next time.